Thank you for viewing this instructional video. This brake rate analysis tool was developed by the Southwest Environmental Finance Center to compare annual main brakes from your system to the U.S. and Canadian average brake rates for 7 different pipe materials, as published by Dr. Stephen Folkman in 2012 and 2018. Dr. Folkman's studies clearly demonstrate that the average failure rates for different pipe materials vary dramatically. The AWWA Partnership for Safe Water posits a brake rate of 15 brakes per 100 miles of mains per year as a goal for a fully optimized water system. What this benchmark does not take into account, however, is the very different material makeups of drinking water distribution systems throughout the country. Matching that 15 brakes per 100 mile per year brake rate in a predominantly cast iron system would mean something very different than matching that rate with a predominantly PVC system, because the average failure rates for those two materials differ by an order of magnitude. Thus, we feel that when comparing your system's brake rates to benchmarks, it's important to consider the materials your system is made of. This tool uses the data you provide about the material makeup of your system and the number of brakes by material to calculate a theoretical weighted average brake rate for your system based on the study average. In other words, the brake rate for your system if all the pipe materials were braking at the US and Canadian averages. The tool then calculates a brake rate index, or BRI, which is a non-dimensional index we developed that is simply your system's actual brake rate per mile per year divided by the theoretical weighted average material-specific brake rate calculated for your system. If a system-wide BRI equals 1, then the system's pipes are braking at the US-Canadian average. If a system-wide BRI is less than 1, then the system pipes are braking at a rate lower than the US-Canadian average. A system-wide BRI of 2 would then mean that the system-wide brake rate is twice the material weighted average US-Canadian brake rate. Because we have found that many systems with low overall brake rates nevertheless have higher or lower than average brake rates on some materials, our tool also calculates material-specific brake rate indices for any pipe materials that you entered. The material-specific BRIs are interpreted just like the system-wide BRI. If, for example, the BRI for cast iron pipe is 0.5, then the brake rate on that cast iron pipe in your system is half of the US-Canadian average. This tool was designed for use by US and Canadian drinking water distribution systems, but can be used by any system to compare their brake rates to the US and Canadian averages. Note that it is not unusual for a system total BRI to be less than 1, and for certain materials in that system to have material BRIs significantly higher than 1. Our tool lets you enter data for multiple years so that you can chart your system's brake rates over time. Your results will be presented in an easy-to-read dashboard with dial gauges displaying system-wide and material-specific BRIs, and a comparison of the percentage of brakes on each material to the percentage of the system that material makes up. Please note that we are collecting data with this tool for research purposes, namely the entered pipe and brake data, size of population served, and the state in which you are located, if you submit that information. No IP addresses or other identifying information is collected, and if you wish to opt out of data collection, you can still use this tool. Simply leave the state and province field blank and no other data will be collected. Please note that you must print your results from the reports page or your data will be lost to you. If you have any questions about this tool, please contact us at swefc@unm.edu. Thank you.